Vanda Fairchild, a senior staff nurse from Tulse Hill. Chrissy Mullings, a typographer from London. Jonathan Riley, a computer analyst from Woking. And Kim Dalton, a photographer from Croydon. Tonight face the ultimate challenge, the might of the Gladiators. Jet. Warrior. Lightning. Shadow. Cobra. Panther. Wolf. Flame. Hawk. Phoenix. Saracen. And Scorpio. Coming to you from the National Indoor Arena in Birmingham. Here are the presenters of Gladiators, John Fashnu and Ulrika Johnson.
And a very, very warm welcome to Gladiators. Tonight, our 4 contenders will face the ultimate challenge of our Gladiators in a series of 6 different events. Using their skill, speed, strength and stamina, they'll be hoping to gain as many points as possible to give them an advantage in our head-to-head eliminator at the end of the show. And the winner of that will hope for a place in our semi-finals.
And naturally, the winners of the semis will go through to meet the Gladiators in our finals, where the highest scoring male and female contenders will share a grand prize of £10,000.
Let's give a very warm welcome to our first female contender tonight. She is Vanda Fairchild. Hello, Vanda, and a very warm welcome to Gladiators.
Hello, good evening, everybody.
Hey, this is Vanda. She's a senior staff nurse. Tell us a little bit about the sort of job you do.
I actually work with acute and chronically ill renal patients, which is people with kidney disease.
Oh, so your job must be quite taxing and demanding.
Yes, it is a little bit stressful at times, yes.
What's your career ambition?
Well, within the nursing profession, I'd like to actually attain the position of a senior sister.
Well, I'm sure you will. You're showing a great deal of determination. Tell me, how do you keep fit? Because it's not really common for nurses to be fit, is it?
Well, no, we're not the ideal role models. I actually do a martial art called Tamiki Aikido, which I'm the 3rd dan. I also use the gym and go circuit training.
Well, you're very, very fit. I don't think you're going to have a great deal of difficulty against our Gladiators. You're showing a great deal of determination. Off to your atmosphere, Vanda Fairchild.
And the second of our female contenders is Chrissy Mullings. Hello, Chrissy. Now, you're a typographer. What's a typographer?
I'm involved with editorial copy and page layout
Where do you work?
in South East London.
And what do you do to keep fit?
I teach lots of aerobics classes, body build and weight train.
So what made a typographer want to come on Gladiators?
To take up the challenge and see how I could cope with the events.
Well, you come to the best place for challenge. Chrissy, thank you very much.
Here's your event commentator, John Sachs.
Thanks, Julie. Event 1 is Atmospheres. Bring on our cheerleaders, G-Force, with one of our high rollers tonight, Panther. And her wheels partner, Lightning. Well, this event should suit Vanda through her Aikido. She has tremendous balance and lower body strength, and she's not intimidated by those gladiators.
Most nurses aren't actually into physical fitness. I've actually experienced the gut feeling of competition. I've felt the nerves and I know what it feels like. Therefore, I don't fear the gladiators. I respect them for what they've got to do, but I don't fear them in any way.
Respect is mutual, Vanda, particularly as you're a 3rd dan black belt. Chrissy evenly matched in the weight and height departments, and certainly not lacking in confidence, as her message to the gladiators will show you.
We may all be injured in some way, but that's nothing compared to what's going to happen to you.
Well, that's fighting talk. Everybody's aboard for the wildest ride of their lives in Atmospheres. 60 seconds of roller coasting demolition derby, where our contenders will try to maneuver their spheres into one of our 4 scoring pods, picking up 3 points for each goal. And to get the balls rolling, our Olympic referee, John Anderson.
Contenders, ready! Gladiators, ready! 3, 2,
Here at Gladiator Arena, the crowd are rocking and the Atmospheres are rolling. And there's Chrissy Mullins. And there's Lightning. What a broadside. Bet that rattled her cage. Vanda across pod 2 there. Chrissy coming up, but being blocked out. Great defensive job there by our Gladiator. And there's Vanda on 3. 3 points there. First blood to Vanda. Great sense of balance. And see through the cages there. Chrissy picked up a goal there. 3 points to Chrissy. And there she is, trying to shake that tail. Vanda across 3 again. Picks up the goal. 3 points. And she smokes across 2 for another 3 points. There's the plume of gas to register the goal. You've got to get over the middle of the pod in order to trigger the sensor. And the tremendous body balance of Vanda really paying off in this battle of the Atmospheres. There's the whistle. Vanda scores 9 and Chrissy 3. Look at this terrific roll that Lightning gets from a launch pad. Tremendous acceleration. And equally, Vanda gets great drive as she makes for pod 2, but see how she just misses going over the middle of the sensor there. Doesn't manage to slam the brakes on.
Vanda, I'm delighted to tell you, you scored 9 points.
Oh, great. I thought I got into a queue.
Listen, there seemed to be some technique in what you were doing, was there?
It's a lot to do with legs. You've just got to forget your arms because it's like a cheese grater in here. If you put your hands up, then, well, it's all legs.
Not unlike Aikido.
Yes, it helped a lot, I think.
Well done. Vanda has got 9 points.
And the crowd enjoyed that. And the Speed Panther and Lightning were going. I'm surprised they weren't booked. And after that high-octane explosive action, Chrissy gets off the mark with 3 points and Vanda takes an early lead on 9.
Next, it's time for a real clash of the titans. It's our men's contest. So let's give a very warm welcome to our first male contender, Jonathan Riley. Welcome to Gladiators, Jonathan. Now, you're a computer software analyst. Who are you working for?
Right. Well, currently I'm unemployed, so I'm looking at rather for a career than just a job. So.
Well, tonight might be your chance of finding a job. So, how do you keep fit?
Well, I train a lot, lots of rowing, weights, that sort of thing.
Now, you've had a small practice at some of our events here. And which one's your least favourite?
This one that we're going to do now.
Well, I'm afraid I'm going to have to send you off to your atmosphere. Best of luck, Jonathan. Jonathan Riley.
And the second of our male contenders tonight is Kim Dalton. Now, Kim, you're a fashion photographer. What have you been doing lately?
I've been shooting fashion photography, shooting rock stars, and a lot of other commercial stuff.
Go on, tell us. Anyone famous? Come on.
I've just shot a record cover for Samantha Janus.
And how long have you been doing it?
I've been doing photography for about 4 or 5 years now.
And what did you used to do before you were a photographer?
Used to be with Chippendales.
Great pose. Now tell me, am I right, Kim? Every time the crowd cheer, you're supposed to take your clothes off.
Yeah, very right.
Well, tonight, try and keep them on if you can. Okay, Kim? Off to your atmosphere. Thanks very much.
And look at that crowd as one in rhythm. And no wonder, there's Shadow. And there's his partner in chaos, Warrior. And they've come to be affectionately known round here as Lethal Weapon 1 and Lethal Weapon 2. 43 stone of double trouble. Shadow loading up into his chariot. And Jonathan is a pretty big fella himself, 6 foot and 14 stone. He's got a great story about his hobby.
In my spare time, I play in a rock band. There's 3 of us. I play lead guitar and sing. We call Sequels Bit at the moment, but we change it sort of every week so we can get return bookings at the same pub.
I use the same tactics. I call myself Chris Tarrant. Kim Dalton giving away a lot of weight in this event, and he's got a very special message to tell us.
If I win, I'm going to give half the money to the Dream Flight charity, which is for terminally ill children, where they fly them over to Disneyland, and it gives me more purpose in what I'm doing, and I'm sure they'll appreciate it a lot more than me blowing it on trivial things.
What a great gesture. Good luck to Kim and all our contenders. Let the challenge begin.
Contender, ready! Gladiators, ready! 3, 2, 1.
It's crunch time as the guys get set to rock and roll in their heavy metal jackets. And there's the shadow on Kim. What a collision. And in comes Jonathan. Those atmospheres take some strength. Look at this. A double goal there. Kim and Jonathan score simultaneously. 3 points apiece. Jonathan in the red atmosphere being worked on by Warrior. There's Kim with Shadow up against him. Kim makes a move on pod 4. Gets it over the middle. There's the CO2 plume gas. 6 points so far. And Shadow bangs up against him. Warrior blocking in Jonathan. What a great defensive job. And now Kim comes up on 4 again. Gets it over the middle. Another 3 points. That takes him to 9. Terrific scoring, but Shadow close on his tail. Look at Warrior. He has closed him down. Jonathan cannot make a move. There's the whistle. Tremendous scoring. 9 to 3. And the Warrior well pleased with that. Let's take a look at that tank buster collision from Shadow on Kim. Oh, shake, rattle and roll. I don't know why they call him Shadow. He doesn't look a bit like Hank Marvin. The only thing they've got in common is they both had plenty of big hits. There's Warrior. Another day, another dollar. Oh, the big fellas give it a high five. Gladiator's very own mean machine, Mad Max 1 and 2 at the Gladiator Thunderdome. And so after our first event in the men's competition, Jonathan 3 and Kim a most excellent 9. Event 2 is the wall. 36 feet of vertical awaits our contenders. They have 60 seconds to scale that wall and can earn 10 points if they reach the summit, or 5 points if they're still clinging to that wall after the time limits. Vanda's least favourite event, and her face says it all. It's an awesome sight when you're standing at the foot of that sheer rock face. There's Scorpio, who'll be on her tail after 20 seconds. And this is Chrissy's favourite event. She says she feels very confident up there, and she'll need to be. Phoenix can do this event with her eyes shut.
Players, are you ready? Contenders, you will start on my first whistle. Gladiators, you will start on my second whistle. 3, 2, 1.
So Vanda and Chrissy are on the up. Ahead are the twin peaks of the daunting wall. And this is one event where you've got to keep a grip on the situation. If you lose contact, it's instant DQ. And here comes trouble, as Scorpio and Phoenix are released on our contenders. Contenders always tell me when their second whistle goes, they move up a gear. And Vanda's certainly accelerating now. Oh, look at that. Phoenix has lost her grip. And Scorpio, the only one left on the wall, and she's on her case. Look at that. Oh, she slipped off too. It's clear sailing now. Vanda's over the top. And in the safe arms of Uli. So it's all down to Chrissy. Come on, Chrissy, you can do it. Remember, she's got to get both feet over the top. We're running out of time. Come on, Chrissy. Come on. Oh, so close yet so far. 5 points for hanging tough.
Vanda, I'm dead impressed. You made it up here before I could say whatchamacallit.
I didn't think I was going to make it. I could feel it behind me and I could hear the crowd actually roaring. That's what kept me going.
You told me a little bit earlier on that you were very nervous about the wall.
This is one of my worst events, but I did all right.
If this is your worst, we've got some great things to look forward to. You've picked up a maximum of 10 points. Well done, Vanda. Chrissy, you did well too. You managed to cling on to the face of the wall right till the end, so you picked up 5 points. How do you feel?
I'd rather have 10.
Of course you would, but you did pretty well. Were you worried about the wall at first?
Not really. There came a point when I thought I was going to fall off. But,
Did you look back at all?
I saw somebody fall off. I saw the ropes move. I thought somebody had gone.
Well, it wasn't you. Well done. 5 points for Chrissy.
So after 2 events, Vander climbs to 19 and Chrissy moves on up to 8. On into the men's wall, Kim Dalton, eager to get started. This is his favourite event. He'll be pursued by the Saracen, who's a dab hand at this himself. And born to be wild, Gladiator's very own wild thing, Wolf. And he'll be on the scent of Jonathan.
Engineers, ready? Contenders will go on the first whistle. Gladiators will go on the second whistle. 3, 2, 1.
Well, this time the guys only get a 15-second start before we set the Wolf and Saracen on them. And Kim Dalton says his ambition is to be a gladiator. Sounds like a tall order, a bit like this wall. 36 feet to the top. And Wolf's off the leash, joined by Saracen. Saracen on Kim and Wolf hunting down Jonathan. And look at that, Jonathan's already near the top. What an incredibly quick climb. There he goes for 10 points. And look at Saracen, gets a hand to Kim, but Kim shakes him off. And Wolf not best pleased, and nor will Saracen be, as Kim slips off over the top of the wall for 10 points. Great climbing. Sounds like they've made a date.
Jonathan, that took you no time at all. All I could hear from up here was very, very loud thunder. What did it feel like?
I think that was me, actually. I don't think it was Wolf. I think he was messing about down there. But no, I went for it.
How do you feel leaving him behind?
Good. Good. It's going to happen a lot.
Well done, Jonathan.
Well, Wolf, what was the trouble? What was going on there?
He started before the whistle. He cheated!
Well, You'll get it, you'll get it. Your time will come.
Well, I bet he wouldn't treat Michael Aspel like that. After 2 events, Jonathan climbs to 13. Kim hits the heights at 19. Event 3 is Danger Zone, our 60-second walk on the wild side, requiring fast footwork, keen eyesight and a deadly aim. And that's the target to hit, which is situated above the Gladiator. Contenders have 4 attempts to hit that target via the 4 weapon stations, picking up 1 point for each weapon fired or 10 points for hitting the target.
And our first gladiator tonight is Jet.
Going to be Vander Fairchild against a fully armed Jet.
Contender, ready. Gladiator, ready. Three, 2, 1.
And as Jet locks into her target, Vander's first weapon in this impressive armory is the crossbow. And she gets a point for every weapon she fires, and she's only got 10 seconds to release each weapon before it auto-destructs. Weapon 2, the bazooka, that was close! As she moves across to weapon 3, oh, look at that, picked off on the arm! Great shooting by Jet. She only fired 2 weapons, she only gets 2 points. And look at that, just like a heat-seeking missile, Jet zeroes in with a direct hit on the arm. Chrissy's up next.
Contender, ready. Gladiator, ready. 3, 2, 1.
Chrissy Mullins walks into the sights of Jet, her first weapon, the crossbow. And a change of mind there as she slips around the side to fire that wild shot. There goes the station, auto-destructing within the 10 seconds. Bazooka time, another wild shot. Now she's got to get across to the mortar. 1 point for, look at that, she skinned her in the same place as she got Vander. Before she got to weapon 3, great shooting there. The Jet a hot shot today. Chrissy fired 2 weapons, so she gets 2 points. Awesome firepower today. And this time, Jet's shot picks Chrissy off on the shoulder. After 3 events, Vanda maintains her lead at 21. Chrissy on 10. It's time for the men's danger zone, and Jonathan Riley tells the Gladiator how it's going to be. Well, that's a brave gesture when manning that machine gun nest will be the Hawk. And Hawk predicts the spot where he's going to pick him off. And if Hawk's prediction is correct, well, Jonathan's going to need that body armor. And those PEPs, the personal eye protectors.
Contender, ready! Gladiator, ready! Three, two, one.
So both Jonathan and Hawk have laid down the gauntlet in this shootout at the Gladiator Corral. Jonathan zeroes in with the crossbow. Point for that. Next weapon is the bazooka. Oh, rattles his windscreen. Now across the cover to weapon 3. Oh, hit his foot, but that was a ricochet. It must be a direct hit. Ricochets don't count. He makes a way across. Oh, that was a hit. That counted. Hawk zeroes in on Jonathan. 3 weapons fired, so he picks up 3 points and a bruised hand from Hawk's hit. Next up in front of the beak is Kim Dalton.
Contender, ready! Gladiator, ready! 3, 2, 1.
Kim, our professional dancer, takes a quick step into the danger zone for a tango with the Hawk. Weapon 1, the crossbow. Onto the bazooka. And Hawk rattles that. And look at that, Kim gets a bullseye. The Hawk leaves the nest. And Kim picks up 10 points.
Now, Kim, this was the event you feared. This is the one you said you don't like doing. So what happened?
This was the baddest event. When those balls hit you, they really, really hurt.
So you've been through a few dry runs. Tell us, the balls actually hurt that much?
When they're coming at you around 60 miles an hour, you don't know what hit you.
Well, you did well. Thanks very much, Kim.
Thank you. Yeah.
After 3 events, Jonathan's on 16. Kim shoots up to 29.
So, still to come, 3 more exhilarating events before that all-important eliminator. So don't go away now, because after the break, once again, our contenders face the ultimate challenge of our gladiators.
Welcome back to the National Indoor Arena. Event 4 is called Swing Shot.
Well, the skills required for this event are speed, perhaps a little bit of coordination, and I'm sure a bit of courage wouldn't go amiss either. And as you can see, Vanda and Chrissy are both on their platforms. And facing them on opposite platforms are our 2 gladiators, Flame and Phoenix.
There's Phoenix with a shock cord individually adjusted to her body weight. As is Chrissy Mullins, all ready to swing. And so is Vanda. And Vanda has a special message for the Flame.
You may be the flame, but I'm actually the wind that's going to blow you out.
Oh, I was always told not to play with fire.
Contenders, ready! Gladiators, ready! 3, 2, 1.
Swing out, sisters. It's time to swing that thing. And in the first free-for-all, Vanda and Chrissy come away with a yellow. That's worth 1 point. But you've got to get it back in the basket, and Chrissy going the wrong way. Vanda gets hers in. That's 1 point securely in the basket. Down she goes, and up she goes. Picks off a blue. Chrissy only just getting that yellow in. Remember, it's 1 for yellow, 2 for blue, and 3 for the high flyers. If you pick off a red, here they come. Busy up there today. Great body checking by the Gladiators. They both come away empty-handed that time. Vanda just hanging around. Here comes Chrissy. Up she goes. Oh, body check there by Flame, but picks off a yellow in her beak. Oh, misses the platform. Up goes Vanda. Gets a bit of cylinder, but that's all. Come on, Chrissy, get up that platform. She's run out of time. That won't count. Well, Phoenix and Flame make like Tarzan and Jane with a great defensive move, body-checking Vanda and Chrissy right out of the play. The score after 4 events, Vanda bouncing up to 24, Chrissy left dangling on 11. It's time for the men to get into the swing of things. Jonathan and Kim, and they'll cross paths with the Hawk. And there's our wild child, Wolf. That wild thing, there he is doing the wolf stomp. You'll all be doing this tomorrow.
Contenders, ready! Gladiators, ready! Three, 2, 1.
Swing shots, you've got to get down to get up. And what goes up must come down. Jonathan picks off a yellow. Another one. Oh, Kim lucky to get a yellow that time. Jonathan picks a yellow from Hawk. Into the basket for 1 point. Oh, great play by Wolf and Hawk. Great body defensive play there. Jonathan picks a blue, and so does Kim too. 2 points each. 1 for yellow, 2 for blue, and 3 for a red. Jonathan picks the last yellow, and Kim's going to go high for a blue. Oh, Kim banks that blue just before the whistle. He'll be pleased with that. 5 points. And Jonathan, 6 points. Great work, guys, but great defensive work from our Gladiators. Let's check the replay, and look at the height Jonathan gets as he reaches for a blue. And look at Kim, even higher as he picks off a blue. After our 4th event, swing shot in the men's competition, Jonathan leaps to 22 and Kim springs to 34. Event 5 is Hang Tough, and this event stretches everyone to the limit. This is Vanda Fairchild's least favorite event, particularly as she's drawn Scorpio. And Scorpio will be trying to feed her some mat.
Contender, ready! Gladiator, ready! 3, 2, 1.
So, Hang Tough, 60 seconds to get to the other platform to earn those 10 points, swinging from ring to ring. And there's 55 to choose from. In fact, there's more gold rings here than in Ragnar's. Vanda can pick up 5 points for hanging tough in the scoring zone. And that's if she can keep out of Scorpio's clutches. Not a lot of movement at the moment. She'll be disqualified if she stays there too long. Oh, look at those legs! She's in the scoring zone. She's got a blue ring. Oh, she's cycling across to the next one. Interesting style, but it works. Look at those legs flick. Like Fred Flintstone there. Look at this. What great progress she's making. Oh, she strikes. She's got her. She's coming down. She eats mat. Another one bites the dust. It's a textbook takedown. Scorpio took her time, waited for the right moment. And the moral of the story, don't turn your back on Scorpio.
Well, Vander, you're a third dan martial artist, so you must be used to this sort of thing. I mean, you're doing quite well. What happened?
I just hesitated that fraction of an inch. I should have just gone and should have missed me easily.
Well, you were doing very well, so I don't know how she caught you, but she did very well too. Thanks very much.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Well, like Vander, this is Chrissy Mullin's least favourite event. She said she found it difficult to hang on in practice. And to make matters worse, it's Scorpio again.
Contender, ready! Gladiator, ready! 3, 2, 1.
This is a tough event. It's hard technique to master. Those rings 4 feet apart and 10 feet above the ground. So Chrissy on the first ring. And still on the first ring. She can't hang around on that ring for more than 10 seconds unless she's in the scoring zone. She's going to be disqualified. And there's the whistle. Don't ring us, we'll ring you. So both Vander and Chrissy fall flat in hang tough. And after 5 events, no change to the score. Vander 24, Chrissy 11. First up in the men's, Jonathan Riley, who's quite a way behind Kim at this time. He could certainly do with some points. Now he's drawn the Cobra. Oh, very butch.
Contender, ready! Gladiator, ready! 3, 2, 1.
Hang tough, requiring arm power and upper body strength, and Jonathan certainly has that. He'll be taking part in the European Rowing Championships this year. Now, Cobra excels in this event. They call him the Lord of the Rings, and he has his own unique technique. Here it is, the Cobra Slither. And look at that, blocks out the path there. Jonathan in the scoring zone, 1 ringed on blue at the moment, and he's going to have to change direction as Cobra comes in and invades his space. And look at that, he moves in so quickly. Jonathan struggling, but it's all going to be over as Cobra smiles for the camera and says, come on down, eat some match. Great takedown. Another one bites the dust.
Jonathan, hard luck. I think you took the total weight of a 18-stone man there.
Yep, you're right. It certainly was hanging tough there for a while.
Well, save your breath, you'll need it. Thanks very much.
Well, there's Kim Dalton, an ex-karate instructor, trying to impress Cobra, who gives that the thumbs down.
Contender, ready! Gladiator, ready! 3, 2, 1.
Can Kim succeed where Jonathan narrowly missed? And I have to say, my money would be on the Cobra. But Kim is full of surprises. It's not just about upper body strength, it's timing and strategy. And there's Cobra. Waiting for Kim to commit himself. 10 points to get to Cobra's platform, 5 for hanging tough. Kim's gone back to his platform. Not a good idea. Kim is really going to have to get a move on now. I think Cobra has psyched him right out of this game. He's 1 ringed and going nowhere. Kim grits his teeth, Cobra blocks his exits. He's 1 ringed. Not even 5 points there as Cobra psychs him out. Old Snake Hips does it again. And what's Kim Dalton got his hands in the air for? Oh, to give a high five to Cobra. Well, after 5 events, Jonathan and Kim failed to make their mark in hang tough. The score remains Jonathan 22, Kim 34. Event 6 is duel.
Contender, ready!
And this is the one that Vander's been looking forward to.
Gladiator, ready!
She'll be crossing pugil sticks with Panther.
On guard!
Vander in her element, third dan in Aikido, feels right at home in combat.
3, 2, 1!
Oh, look at that, Vander a bit previous. Panther told me oh, look at that, a couple of good shots there. Oh, third one to the head. Panther was telling me that she'd prefer to take on the men in this event. The women are going to be no challenge. Well, no challenge really coming from Panther. With blows like that, she couldn't knock the skin off a rice pudding. Nothing landing. And it looks like we'll go the full 30 without any stars in their eyes. Oh, nice roundhouses. Good effort from Vander, a late blow there from Panther. And you don't want to do that with a third dan Aikido. And look at this great combination from Vander. Roundhouse to the head. Take that and that. Panther being pretty tame for a wild animal. Chrissy Mullins will be encouraged by that performance.
Contender, ready! Gladiator, ready! On guard!
Chrissy Mullins weighing in at 9 stone 7 pounds, which just happens to be the same weight as Panther. Let's hope she shows her claws during this duel.
3, 2, 1!
Well, I bet Chrissy never thought she'd be exchanging blows with a former Miss Universe. And both girls looking to dominate. This is all about who has the stronger will. Either girl steps across, that'll be instant DQ. Nice uppercut from Panther there. And you must hold on to your pugil sticks, otherwise that's DQ. She goes the 30, she'll pick up 5 points. Nice uppercut from Panther. She does it. 5 points for Chrissy Mullins. She'll be happy with that. After 6 events, Vander 29, Chrissy 16, and first up in the men's duel is Jonathan Riley. The good news for Jonathan, Shadow's off with a pulled muscle. The bad news is, Warrior's in his place.
Contender, ready! Gladiator, ready! On guard! 3, 2, 1!
Jonathan giving away 8 stone to the Warrior, and Warrior minding the shot for Shadow. But Warrior doesn't like it up there. It's too small for him, and no wonder. Look at the size of him. What he lacks in style, he makes up for in brute force. He's using his pugil stick to literally sweep him off his feet. Look at that. Warrior gets the job done. No points to Jonathan. And if we look at the playback, Warrior taking care of business for his mate Shadow. And mind you, he has to take a couple of good headshots from Jonathan. Warrior showing tremendous balance for a man his size as he dominates Jonathan with a short stick routine. Down he goes. Well done, Warrior. Next up, it's Kim Dalton.
Contender, ready!
Kim giving away 10 stone.
Gladiator, ready!
And he's really going to have to dig deep into his box of tricks to come out with a solution to this heavyweight problem.
3, 2, 1!
A Warrior looking for a repeat performance. Look at those headshots. Tremendous power. How do you take on an extra 10 stone like this? Oh, nearly took his helmet off there. Oh, he's down. But up again. How did he get up after that? Warrior working to the head, just like Shadow. Oh, Kim slips one in. How does Kim stay up there? Warrior, tremendous balance for this big guy. He can't take his hand off the pugil stick. Oh, Nelly Kim going over there. He does well to go the distance. Great respect there. 5 points. The hard way. And look how Kim earned those points. It's raining hammer blows. And somehow he gets himself up, comes back for more, and even tries a shot in himself. Tremendous battle there. 22-stoner Beefcake comes in for landing. That made the earth move in the arena. And after 6 events, Jonathan stays on 22. Kim moves up to 39.
Well, tremendous relief for our contenders as they no longer face the might of our gladiators. So join us after the break when they'll take part in our head-to-head exciting eliminator. Welcome back to the National Indoor Arena and to perhaps what is our most important event, the Eliminator. Sudden death. Quite simply, whoever wins this will earn a place on our leaderboard. Vanda's ahead by 13 points. Remember, each point is worth half a second, so therefore Vanda gets a 6.5-second head start.
Well, Chrissy, Vanda's got 6.5-second lead. Where are you going to pick up those very precious seconds?
I hope to catch her by the time she gets to the ladder, if not by the rolling logs.
Well, have you got enough energy for it?
Yes, I think so.
Well, we wish you...
to go.
Yes?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see about that. Wish you all the best.
Thanks very much.
Well, Vanda, you've had a look at the course. How do you feel?
Nervous, but I'm confident I'll actually complete the class.
Well, I'm sure there'll be plenty of support at St Mary's Hospital in Paddington, as well as in the audience here. Without further ado, as our ladies prepare for the event, let's go over to the event commentator, John Sachs.
Thanks, Ali. Now, if we take a look at the ladies' leaderboard, Vanda, with her 29 points, would go straight into second place if she's victorious in this event. To get things started, John Anderson.
Vanda, you will go on my first whistle. Chrissy, you will go on my second whistle. 3, 2, 1...
Well, Vanda says this is her favourite event, and with that 6.5-second head start time, she must be the bookie's favourite. Here comes Chrissy. And as we've seen time and time again, anything can happen on the Eliminator. So Vanda makes her way up the scramble sheet onto the overhead traverse. Still no sign. Oh, there's Chrissy coming over the slide right now. Chrissy said earlier that this is where she was hoping to make up some of her deficit. Chrissy struggling on that overhead traverse at the moment. Vanda across the rolling beams and onto that grueling second cargo net. And Chrissy's down. Well, that's going to cost her 10 seconds. And looks like she's just done a little damage to her shoulder there. Hope she's all right. She's got to go to the back. Put her hand to the back and wait for the 10 seconds before she's released by John Anderson. I don't know if Vanda knows what's going on behind her, but she's got all the time in the world. Chrissy's got to get back up to that platform now. Here comes Vanda down that wild ride, 90 feet to the crash mats. And now deep breaths. She takes the long run up to the travelator. And this must be sapping every last bit of energy in her body. She grabs the rope and Geronimo onto the leaderboard. Terrific time from Vanda. What a contender. Meanwhile, there's Chrissy. And she's done well to get up that second cargo net. At the moment, all kinds of things going through her mind. Her shoulder, saving some energy for that last travelator. She'll want to complete the course. And here she comes. Still smiling. There are no losers on Gladiators. Finishing the course makes everyone a winner in our book. Chrissy odds for the short run up. Come on, girl. The audience really willing her up there. She grabs the rope. Geronimo! Welcome home. And the audience here at Gladiator Arena giving a tremendous ovation and a vote of thanks for a great effort.
Vanna, congratulations.
Thank you. For a minute, it's incredibly hard work.
Well, you were nervous a little bit at the beginning, but you obviously made use of that 6-second head start you had.
It's a lot to do with adrenaline. When you know you're being chased, that's the way to do it.
Well done, Vanda. Fantastic run-through. Very impressive.
Well, Chrissy, that looked painful.
It was. It was. Especially when I fell off the ladder.
What happened? Did you just lose your grip?
I lost my grip, yeah.
Well, never mind. You thought you were a little bit worried about this one anyway, weren't you?
Yeah. But Vanda did very well. All credit to Vanda.
Well, you've all equally done tremendously well. Well done.
Thank you.
Well, I think these two girls deserve a good sit-down and a cup of tea while we take a look at the leaderboard. And there's Moya Liddon at the top. Vanda Fairchild, with her 29 points, now goes into second place. Nicola Borden third with 28 points. And there's Jenny Legrand with 22. So that means we say goodbye to Claire Egerton. Now, in the men's, Kim is 17 points in the lead. He gets half a second start for each point, which means that he gets an 8.5-second head start over Jonathan.
Well, Kim, you've got an 8.5-second lead, but I understand you're carrying a little bit of a handicap. Tell us about it.
Well, I damaged my ankle on one of the events, but if I had to have my leg tied up behind me, I'm sure I'll win this event anyway.
Whoa, come on!
Jonathan, you're under a little bit of pressure tonight. How are you going to juggle this one?
Well, that's the way I like it, actually. I'd rather be chasing than out in the lead.
Really? Is that
something to run for?
Is that a sign of confidence or
No, it's a sign of aggression and
determination, perhaps?
determination, sure.
Well, look, we'll let you go and get prepared for the action, and in the meantime, we'll hand you over to John Sachs.
Well, both Kim and Jonathan have a chance to hit the top 4 on the men's leaderboard. Kim could go straight to second place with his 39 points, and Jonathan could oust Roger with his 22.
Contenders ready. Kim, you will go on my first whistle. Jonathan, you will go on my second whistle. 3, 2, 1.
Well, Jonathan's going to need all his aggression to make up this 8.5-second deficit. He'll be hoping that Kim's ankle injury will slow him down through these grueling 9 obstacles ahead of them. And off goes Jonathan. Well, the good news is there's no gladiators to impede them. Kim, pleased to get the weight off that ankle, I'm sure, as he goes across to the overhead handbike, gets a good rhythm. Here comes Jonathan down the slide and up that scramble sheet. And he's going to have to go some on this overhead handbike. And look at him pump that bike. I hope he doesn't use up too much energy there. Kim on the rolling beam, that will have hurt the ankle, and so will this, the second cargo net. Really grueling stuff. Here comes Jonathan, really making up the difference. Look at that, he's right on his heels. Kim digging deep, look at this. That's really taken it out of him as he goes across to the zip line, and I think Jonathan's all spent out. That cargo net really slowed him down. Look at Kim come down the zip line. And the pain in his face, the concentration as he faces the travelator, and he pumps his way up there. Look at that face, agony as he grabs the rope. His reward, Geronimo, a place on the leaderboard. Well done, Kim Dalton, terrific contender. Oh, Jonathan eats Max. Then he takes it with him. And in his own mind, the travelator ahead of him, he'll want to get a good time. And he pumps up that travelator, grabs the rope, last bit of energy. Geronimo, he's home. Great courage. 2 athletes who've been through a lot together and earned each other's respect. Tremendous contest, guys. Well, let's take a look at that men's leaderboard. And there he is, pole position. Chris Saunders, 47 points. Kim Dalton goes straight to second with 39. There's Vininger Irwin with 34 points and Ludwig Ramsey on 27 points. And that means we say goodbye to Roger Allen.
Congratulations, Kim. Not much of a handicap to you.
No, I was a bit slow on the net, but I enjoyed it very much.
No problems with the ankle at all?
I didn't feel an ankle. I didn't know I had feet up there.
Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Commiserations, Jonathan, but I have to say that you did actually catch up with Kim at one stage. What happened after that?
I thought I'd got him. I was catching him on the handbikes. Got on the second cargo net and I just missed a footing or something.
I lost you there for a minute. I couldn't find you at all.
No, I was struggling. But he did well. Deserves it.
He did very well. Well done anyway. Well done.
Cheers.
After that titanic clash between Kim and Jonathan, 2 courageous competitors. Join us next week when 4 more contenders face the ultimate challenge, the might of...
If you thought back-to-school shopping was demanding, check out American Ninja Warrior new to challenge. Next, surely the toughest assault course in the world. And speaking of tough, you wouldn't want to meet these guys in a dark alley, or the ring for that matter. TNA Impact is new at 9 tonight.